Wishing you a very happy day. Myself from Wonderworld Montessori School, Sanjeevani Nagar, Jabalpur channel. And today I am going to take in science for class 5, the atmosphere. The first thing we are going to learn is the layer of atmosphere. We all know that air is present everywhere on Earth's surface. It is on the plains, mountains, deserts, and in fact a thick layer of air surrounds the Earth. This is called Earth's atmosphere. Now the layers of atmosphere, we can see here on the screen that there are layers of atmosphere. So let's see first layer, the layer nearest to the ground. Here we can see the layer nearest to the ground is known as troposphere. We all live in this layer, and this layer has the most air molecules. It is the densest layer. Next layer is stratosphere. Here we can see on the screen the stratosphere. There are very few molecules here. The air is very thin. Some planes fly in this layer also to avoid weather disturbances. The ozone layer is a part of stratosphere. Remember, ozone layer is found in the stratosphere. Then we come to ionosphere. Here we can see the next layer to it is ionosphere. It is the another layer. It is very important for us because it helps radio works. The last layer that is everywhere around here is exosphere. Here the air gets thinner and thinner, and some air molecules even drift off into the space. So here we have seen all the layers of the atmosphere. And atmosphere is very important because there are many gases in it. We breathe those gases. Sun rays enter during the day, so the heat and light are also not too harsh. And there are lots of importance of the atmosphere which we have around us. Now, air is a mixture of gases. Mostly it is nitrogen. 78% is nitrogen. Then 21% is oxygen, and rest of it is other layers. Other gases we can say, like carbon dioxide or argon, helium, neon, hydrogen, and ozone. So all this, we are using oxygen the most. Nitrogen we are not able to use. When you will grow big, you will come to know that nitrogen is only used by the nitrifying bacteria which is present in the soil. Now, as you can see in this slide, we will come to know about the properties of air. The first thing is air takes space. Now you take a you take a glass and you put it in water. And when you put it in water, you will see some bubbles out there. This bubbles prove that the glass which you were thinking to be empty was not actually empty. There was air in it. Now in the second one we can see air has weight. Two balloons with the same capacity, they are blown to the same circumferences, and the two balloons are there, B and A. If we punch the B balloon or the P balloon, the balance slides down to the Q balloon. That proves that air has weight. Now, we can also come to know, this is a very common example, air is required for burning. If there is no air, we cannot have any burning process going on. If we take a candle and we put a glass on it, for some time the candle keeps on burning. Why? Because there is still some oxygen or still some air is there inside that glass. But with time, the air is burnt out and the candle blows off. So this proves that air is very necessary for burning. And this is very nice. You might have seen when you blow a balloon and when you puncture it, or when you just take out the air out of it, it comes with pressure. So we all come to know that air also has pressure. So with this, we know that, now we have come to know that Earth's gravity holds the atmosphere in place. The atmosphere protects the Earth. The atmosphere has many layers. The troposphere, the stratosphere, the ionosphere, and the exosphere. Air is mixture of many gases, nitrogen being 78, oxygen being 21. Air also has water vapor, dust, and smoke. I forgot to tell you that. Air occupies space, has weight, exerts pressure, and is needed for burning. With this, I would like to thank you all. Thank you. Let's meet again. Bye.